everybody doing tonight? I just want to thank y'all for allowing me to come out here to speak with you guys. It's a blessing to do it, and it feels good to be back home, Oxford, Mississippi. I love it. Howdy toddy, baby. All right. So first off, I want to tell you, the Lord has been wonderful in my life. The Lord has been great, many blessings. And I want to start off by saying the Lord puts people in this world, on this planet to make a difference in our life, to lead us to that standard, and that standard is the Lord. So I want to read out something, from Ephesians chapter 4, verses 12 and 13. And this is talking about, pastors, teachers, missionaries. Their purpose is to prepare God's people to serve and to build up the body of Christ. This is to continue until all of us are united in our faith and in our knowledge about God's Son, until we become mature, until we measure up to the Christ, who is the standard. So Christ is the standard. And leading on to that right now, I want to talk about a car accident that I was in, very briefly. Some of y'all might saw the YouTube clip of my testimony. For those who haven't, I was involved into a tragic car wreck, that kind of put my life in a 360. And after that day, I was going to do anything I can do to live up to God's standard. That's what I want to do every day, and that's what I try to do every day. And you may ask, how do you do that? And I would say through the power of God. The power of God is so great. The power of God is enough for everybody in this crowd, everybody in this world, and then some. The Lord's power is unlimited. He's there for you whenever you need him. So I want to talk about some powerful moments in my life. First, I want to talk about Tennessee game. Some of y'all might have been there. So there it is. So Dexter Mccluster rushed for 282 yards. Dexter Mccluster scored 4 touchdowns. Dexter Mccluster is this great athlete. But I got news for you. Dexter Mccluster did not do a thing out there. It was God's power that did everything out there. In a story, real briefly, I'm going to say is, I pulled up to a restaurant, pulled up next to a lady at a restaurant, and she said, wow, me and my mother was just talking about you. And I asked her, about what? And she said, well, I'll let my mom talk to you about it. They were talking about the Tennessee game. And what she told me was just very shocking. She said she saw me sit on the bench. And she said she saw an angel touch my legs. And she knew that I was protected that game. And I will remember that story till the day I die. It was amazing. Me pulling up at that moment while they're talking about me, that was all God. So that's God's power. Another thing I want to talk about is the Senior Bowl. Going down there, Dexter Mccluster, 165 pounds, 5'8". He can't do it. But the power of God allowed me to do it. I went up there, Dexter Mccluster, one of the best running backs here at the Senior Bowl. Dexter Mccluster looks very comfortable catching the ball. Dexter Mccluster. But it was not Dexter Mccluster that was doing all that. It was the power of God, the power of the Lord, doing everything, and he was leading me in every step of the way. Me trying to live up to that standard, and the Lord showed me the power that he has. Lastly, the combine. Dexter Mccluster's 40 time. It's not as fast as we thought he was. 4.5. He lifted 225 20 times, and ran a 4.5. They were confused. We're confused. He's stronger but not faster. What's going on? But you know what? The power of the Lord allowed me and gave me the peace of mind that I needed to keep going forward. Because if I didn't have that peace of mind, I would have went down. But you know what? I trusted in him, and I took that as him saying, Dexter, you need me. You're not perfect. That's why I'm here. And he gave me a second opportunity to run that 40 here at Pro Day, which I ran a lot faster. But the power of the Lord is so, so powerful. But I sit here and talk about me. Everybody out here can have the power of the Lord. It's not just a Dexter Mccluster thing. It's an everybody thing. The Lord is here for everybody. No matter what color, what ethnicity, whatever it is, the power of the Lord is here, and he's there for you anytime you need him. Now I want to read out of Galatians 6, chapter 9. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. And I love that because I know everybody in here heard the saying, you reap what you sow. And if you sow good seeds, good things are going to happen, and that's that standard. You want to live up to that standard. Christ is the standard. And I want to challenge everybody. It's something I was sitting in my car, and thinking to myself, and I thought about this. Most people take the easy way out, but few take the route of Christ. And I want to ask everybody out here, what are you going to do? Are you going to choose to live that standard? Are you going to choose to live by Christ? Are you going to choose to receive the power? Which one are you? Live that standard. Thank you.